morning children. Today let us see what are the different methods to express concentration of solution. Children, do you know what is meant by solution? So first let us see what do you mean by the term solution. Solution is actually a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. It is a homogeneous mixture of, solution is a homogeneous mixture. Do you know what is the meaning of the term homogeneous? Means identical composition, same properties. So solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances whose concentration can be within certain limits. Is it clear, children? Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. That means minimum two substances should be present in a solution, or it can be a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances whose concentration can be varied within certain limits. Here we are going to study only about a binary solution. As the name indicates, binary solution means the solution which is made up of only two components. In a binary solution, you can see the presence of only two components. For example, you just consider, I will take a glass of water and dissolve 2 or 3 spoons of sugar in it. Now just see, the major component in that glass of water is water and the minor component is sugar. So the component which is present in small amount is termed as solute. On the other hand, the component which is present in large quantity is termed as solvent. Is it clear, children? So we have seen that binary solution means the solution which is made up of only two components, that we consider it as solute and solvent. Solute means the component which is present in small quantity and solvent means the component which is present in large quantity. Is it clear, children? And whenever we are discussing about all these things, we consider we can represent the solvent by the letter A and solute let us represent by the letter B. Is it clear, children, what is a solution? And we are studying only about binary solution, that is the solution which is made of two components. Now our aim is to study the different methods to express concentration of solution. Concentration means it is the amount of solute dissolved in a particular amount of solvent. The amount of solute dissolved in a particular amount of solvent. So in order to express this concentration or strength of the solution, we are going to study about certain methods. The first one, let us consider it as mass percentage. Mass percentage is defined as the ratio between mass of the solute present per 100 gram of solution. Is it clear, children? Mass percentage is equals to mass of solute in gram per 100 gram of solution, or we can say that mass of solute into 100 divided by mass of solution. This is how you can calculate mass percentage. Is it clear, children? Mass percentage is equals to mass of solute into 100 divided by mass of solution. Second one, let us consider it as mole fraction. Mole fraction, in order to represent mole fraction, let us use the symbol X. Mole fraction of a binary solution is always 1. Since at first only we have seen that we are going to discuss only about binary solution, and mole fraction of a binary solution, that means we can say that mole fraction of solvent plus mole fraction of solute is always equals to 1. Or if you consider mole fraction of a solvent, we can say that it is equals to the ratio between number of moles of a component to the total number of moles. Is it clear, children? Mole fraction of a component is defined as the ratio between number of moles of a component to the total number of moles. That means if you consider mole fraction of solvent is equals to Na upon, that is number of moles of that component, divided by total number of moles, that is Na upon Na plus Nb. Or we can say that mole fraction of solute is equals to Nb upon Na plus Nb, or once if you calculate Xa, then you can calculate Xb as 1 minus Xa. Since already we have studied that Xa plus Xb is equals to 1. Is it clear, children? So mole fraction of a binary solution is always equals to 1, or mole fraction of a particular component is the ratio between number of moles of a component to the total number of moles. Okay, now let us consider the next method to express the concentration, that is molarity. Molarity is actually defined as we can say that it is defined as the number of moles of a solute present per liter of the solution. Molarity is defined as number of moles of a solute present per liter of the solution. Or we can say that number of molarity is equals to number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liters. Is it clear, children? Molarity is equals to number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liters. But you know that number of moles is equals to given mass by gram molar mass. Okay, number of moles is equals to given mass by gram molar mass into, suppose if the volume is given in milliliters, then we have to multiply it by 1000. Therefore, molarity can also be equals to given mass into 1000 divided by gram molecular mass into volume of solution in milliliters. Is it clear, children? So, molarity is defined as the ratio between number of moles of the solute present per liter of the solution. Okay. Now, next quantity we can consider it as molality. Molality is actually defined as the ratio between number of moles of solute to the mass of solvent present per kg. It is the number of moles of solute present per kg of the solvent, or present in, that is we can say that molality is equals to number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kg. Again, you know that number of moles of solute is equals to given mass divided by gram molar mass into mass of solvent in grams into 1000. Is it clear, children? This is how we can calculate molality. Actually, there are some more methods are there to measure the concentration that we will study in next year, that is in class 12. And if you just consider molarity and molality, we can always say that molality is a better method to measure concentration, since it is independent on volume, or it does not vary with temperature. You can see that molarity depends on mass. Therefore, it is not going to change with temperature. So, always it is better to measure concentration using molality. Is it clear, children? So, today you can solve questions in the NCERT, that is question numbers 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, etc. These all questions are on the basis of particularly molarity. Okay, children? Thank you.